I think I would here propose two C approach. One is first C stand for communication. Second is cyber literacy. Communication means parents should communicate more to the child. They should engage in various moments of communication with the child so that they can understand what is happening with my child. And once the communication comes, they will also understand his or her use of technology also. Where what are the sites he or she is accessing, what he or she is doing on online activities. So because communication will bring a lot of openness between the child and the parents, which is most of the families we don't see. Because for children it's become like a secretive activities where they can do anything. So allow the children that they can enjoy online activity, but they can also discuss with the parents what all they are doing it. Second thing, parents should also understand as a part of cyber literacy various protective mechanism. All software should be there, like YouTube and all. I think most of the parents do not use young children's YouTube, and sometimes they boost up their young child as young as 2 years can open up YouTube, but they don't say that my child opens up adult YouTube series. So I think they should go for various safety measure in the home scenario. And since they are communicating with the child, they should also engage in some communication, maybe once in a month, once in 2 months, or whenever they get the opportunity to sensitize children not to share any personal information. General recommendation is up to 14 years, children should be encouraged not to share any personal detail, personal photos, or on the online platform so that it will not be misused. Second thing, if they come across any kind of offensive content, the children parents should discuss what is the mean by offensive content, because it can as range from some sort of negative content or negative message about physics. Sometimes it could be about, like, sexting is a main problem we are seeing. Even adolescents are engaging in sexting behavior, or sometimes they do come across various pornography and other content also. So the parent should tell them what is offensive content. If there is adequate software are there, so child may not get the opportunity. If they have not installed, they should know how to avoid this kind of content. And third is, if they come across, they should also encourage the children that if they come across any offensive or any bullying on online platform, they should immediately tell the parents, and they should not delete those messages, because most of the children have a habit, they become very panicky and they say that if my parents comes to know about it, and they delete those messages. But if those messages remains, it can be used as evidence to punish the other person. So I think on all these things, the underlying things, all these things can be achieved if the parents and the child have good communication with each other, and if they engage in a lot of leisure activities together, and if they engage in a lot of digital fasting, they are also engaging themselves in watching pornography. Because I think somewhere I'm also seeing one reason. One is a peer pressure, because children of the school or they do discuss about this kind of things, and because of their developmental issues, they also feel curious to know about these sites and all. Second is there is a lack of sex education, because nobody talks about sex in the school also, as well as in the parent family context also. Because sometimes, because of peer based discussion, if the child has some sexual inquiries, if he or she doesn't know whom to discuss, they again go to either internet, or they start accessing various pornography sites also, to in case if they have any other concerns and all. So it means somewhere again that will come under the umbrella term of communication. Communication will open up a lot of solutions for the parents as well as for the children. Here the main focus is how to make children or adolescent a responsible digital citizen. I think that will be our responsibility, and that will also comes through their psychoeducation. And I think there is not the parent role. If I would say all stakeholders roles become important. Even teachers in school have a very important role, because which I think if the schools takes a initiative to conduct or to interact up to about to children's about technology use, maybe once in a month or once in 2 months, and so that will also open them up to various cues for discussion and for various reason for technology use, because they are a whole group would be of their age group, and so they will understand each other reasons also, and if the teacher can moderate what would be the healthy use and how particular reasons can be managed without use of technology, will help the children to become a good responsible uh, have a good responsible use of digital technology. If that happens, definitely in the adolescent age they will have a responsible use of technology. But as I would say, if we take it from the developmental perspective, there would be a lot of curiosity, there would be a lot of exploration. As the internet or the technology provides a lot of anonymity and disinhibitions, children do engage in various kind of deviant use also. They do try of deviant use. When I'm saying, it could be any bullying, it could be trolling, or it could be anything, because they have not done it till now. They just wanted to do or experience it on online platforms. So again, this role of education from various stakeholders will make a lot of difference